Welcome to the Tactical Dad podcast. I'm your host, Matthew Cook, and I am the Tactical Dad. This episode 48. Oh no, sorry, 47. My bad. No, that's not right. 46. Yeah, 48. There we go. Episode 48. We're talking about how to install a rifle sling. This was driving me insane not too long ago. I was pulling my hair out. So many, what felt like so many different attachment styles, types, different mechanisms, like the type of hardware involved. I mean, it was stressing me out, I remember. And I was looking for videos on how to do this, and videos weren't very clear either, so after lots of watching and reading and lots of buying the wrong thing and not taking it back, because I imagine I'll need it one day. I may need it one day, so I kept it all. But lots of buying things that didn't work straight away, and I came across QD, so quick detachable. Basically like a push button swivel. So let's get into it. Rifle sling attachments. Here are some very basic general steps to follow. First, you got to determine the type of sling and mounting hardware you have. Then there are several types of slings. So we talked about this in a previous podcast. Have you got a 1 point, 2 point, 3 point? What type of sling do you have? And then there are several types of mounting hardware, swivels, loops, QDs. Make sure you get the right components as the start. So I have, like, my buttstock is a mag pull, and it's got a QD slot in there. It's also got the two spaces to do it old school. Basically just put the strap through the actual stock. But I chose to go with using the QD. Anyway, so then you've got to, so once you identify where your attachment points are, what sling you're going to get, then your sling is either already going to have the type of mounting hardware it needs, or like a lot of slings, you're probably going to have the option of choosing any, and you can buy the parts, the individual components to make that happen. So the next thing, you got to attach the sling to the front attachment point. Depending on the type of mounting hardware you have, you may need to screw in a swivel or thread the sling through a loop. Like, there are so many types of guns, and there are so many types of attachments, and so many types of rifles and barrels. Like, there's so many different variations, so you just have to look. And is there a place where you can attach the sling? Most rifles, not all, and I can attest because I'm in the category of not all. Most rifles will have two attachment points, one near the front of the rifle and one near the rear. So you'll be able to most likely just choose whatever mounting style you want or type you want, and you'll be able to just pop it right on there. Then if you have just one and not two, like I did, and I don't want a single point sling, I want a double point sling, I want a 2 point sling. That's what I got. So I got a 2 point sling, so I need 2 points of attachment, and there was only one on my rifle, which is in the stock, and I wanted to use the QD slot, so I just pop the thing in, and it's basically like a push button to release it. I wanted to use that because it just looked the easiest, looked the coolest, it looked the most like seamless for like range of motion and simplicity. So I wanted to use that, and from what I was reading and looking at, they're getting very popular. So if lots of people are doing it and lots of experts are talking about it, then I imagine it's pretty good. So I wanted to try that. which means on the front of the forend of my rifle, there was nothing. I've got a Picatinny rail on top and nothing on the side, just the normal barrel. So I have to go and find a like a sling mount kit, some type of kit that allows me to attach the QD. I have it right in front of me actually. Look at that. Oh no, that's the wrong one that I bought. So I need to find some sort of mounting kit that I can put on the front of my rifle, so I can use the push button swivel, one of the push button swivel sets that I got for the quick detach. So I went and had to find one of them. I did find it. So now I have to attach the front part onto my rifle before I can use the actual mounting hardware. There was like an extra step. So now I could have just cut all that out and got a single point sling and be done with it, but I don't want single point. Like I said, I want 2 point. So I had to go and find a kit, and there's so many types of kits, it's ridiculous. It almost confused the crap out of me. Well, not almost, it did confuse the crap out of me. I only went with this one because it's Magpul, so it's a name brand. It fits on my barrel, on my gun, so it worked kind of Picatinny rail, so it was just like, it ticked all the boxes for me to know that this will work, and I can use the push button quick detach with this. So yeah, so that's what I went with, but there was an extra step to attaching the rifle sling, which if it's happened to me, and then it's probably going to happen to a lot of people. So look, hopefully you get 2 attachment points right off the bat. Hopefully that just comes as standard with your rifle. Mine didn't though, so I had to buy an extra piece. So once you attach the sling to the rear attachment point, follow the instructions to attach to the forend, whether it's already there or whether you have to buy a kit. Just follow those instructions, and then you just simply adjust the length so it fits you comfortably. And I'm currently learning different ways of holding it and maneuvering it, and it's pretty interesting. So we're gonna save that for another episode though. Just start off with attaching it and adjusting it so it feels comfortable, and that's it. Just go there. You'll adjust it more so when you get more familiar with it, and I'll talk more about different ways you can set it up. So I'll do like a rifle sling setup for my specific needs podcast at some point, and I'll do a video on it too, because it's probably better to see that than just hear about it. But I made I made a bunch of notes. Hopefully I've ticked through all of these. Oh, most common types of rifle sling attachments. Yeah, let's briefly touch on that before we finish. Oh, we're at 8 minutes. Shoot. Oh, real quick, let's go through. The most common types of rifle sling attachments are sling swivels and sling mounts. Ironically, the ones that I didn't want to do. Sling swivels are small circular components that are designed to be attached to the rifle at various points, such as the buttstock, forend, or barrel. They have a rotating mechanism that allows the sling to move freely and adjust to different carrying positions. Sling swivels are typically made of metal and are secured to the rifle using screws or other fasteners. Just on that alone, I'm going to go back to my example. I have one of my quick detach push button swivels on the buttstock. I also I have the mount kit to attach onto the barrel because I want it to be positioned further forward, and I have the mount kit for it to then attach the other push button swivel to there, which will allow me to have two attachment points for my rifle sling to be attached to. Sling mounts are similar to sling swivels, but they are typically larger and may have additional features such as a built-in attachment point or a quick release mechanism. Both sling swivels and sling mounts are widely available and can be purchased from most gun stores or online retailers. Most of the time, I would say. most of the time. I went to, in the end I ended up buying from Cabela's. They probably have the most stock. But I did try, oh shoot, what was it? I tried a local gun store, just like it was a gun range, so they have a small store. Didn't have it. I didn't have what I needed. And then I tried another large store, shoot, what's it called? Large sports store. They have a bigger selection, much bigger selection. They didn't have it, so I ended up going to Cabela's. So I probably paid more than what I could have done. And I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to order from Amazon and wait a few days. I just wanted to go and buy it there and then. So, yeah, that's it for how to attach my rifle sling. Thanks for joining me. I hope my basic breakdown of it and my specific example will help you if you are trying to attach your rifle sling. But that's all from me. Have a good day, and I will see you again and speak to you again soon. Bye.